Okay. I like to end every episode with a little game, and I actually did not prepare what game we were going to do. So we're just going to do 20 questions because it's easy to do. What we do is, oh, that's right. I'm supposed to do a live read. Merch store. You saw Ned's shirt earlier that came from the merch store. It's good stuff. You can buy mugs with that logo on it, or if you want a mug with just Darman's face on it for some reason, you can get that. You can get t-shirts, hoodies, cell phone cases like this one. I didn't actually get this from the CFG store, but this is the kind of thing that you'd be looking at. So check that out. Links in the description of the podcast. All right, let me pick a game for us to play 20 questions. So how 20 questions works is my panelists have 20 yes or no questions to ask me. And by the time they get through 20 questions, they have to have come up with the answer to what the thing is. It is a video game. That is all I can tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you. And yeah, and whoever guesses what the game is, that's another thing about this particular game. Since we take turns with the guessing, if you guess what the game is and you're wrong, you're just out. And if you guess what the game is and you're right, then you get the point for the game. If nobody gets it, then I get a point because that's how I roll. All right. Let me pull up the Wikipedia page for the
So that
game
means
that we're
we
going to be
each get
talking
5
about.
questions. There's 4 of us.
Essentially, that is
Unless somebody bombs out.
right. So, let me get to the game that I want to do. And nope, you know what? I don't want to do that one. I want to do a different one there. I just decided I didn't know enough about that game to accurately answer the questions. So, all right. Starting with Ned. We'll go Ned, Darman, Anifix, and then Josh, and then circle back around. So, Ned, what's your first question?
Okay. So we don't get any lead-in, any prep, just...
It's a video game. That's all you know.
Okay. Was this a platform exclusive?
Yes. For the record, when I answer that question, I answer it at the time of release. So if it was remade or re-released later, I do not take that into consideration. So at the time it was released, this was a platform exclusive.
Has it been covered on OGC?
I think so.
Oh, that would considerably narrow down our.
I would. It would be really weird if we hadn't. So I'm gonna say yes, but like, don't go pull the list of games up, and because I don't actually. Well, you know what? Can I find out real easily? I don't have access to that on this computer. I want to say yes, but because I'm not sure, if you would like to ask another question, I'll give you a freebie.
Okay, man. I was really hoping that would get you.
I mean, if I knew off the top of my head, then yeah, it would have been good, but I don't know off the top of my head.
So it's platform exclusive. All right. Was it made between the decade of 2000 and 2010?
No. All right, Anifix.
So we're going to dates now, huh?
I mean, if you want to continue that trend, it works pretty well on OGC.
Let's see. So you said, what years did you just say?
2000 to 2010. It's not 2000 to 2010.
Then would it be the previous decade from that? It would be
90 to 2000.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Not 90 to 2000. Josh. Are you muted? Because we can't hear you.
How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right. What's the question?
I just didn't want you to hear the dog barking. So is it 2011 to 2018?
Is it current? No, it is not.
Okay.
Ned?
That's an old game then.
So that means it's made pre-1989.
Pre-1990. Pre-January. So December 31st, 1989 and back.
Okay. So we've already determined it was a platform exclusive.
Yes.
At the time.
At the time. Mhm.
Was this a Nintendo exclusive?
Yes.
Okay.
Darman?
I'm trying to think of genre of game. Was it an RPG?
No.
Okay.
Anifix?
Was it a platformer?
Yeah,
Okay.
it most certainly was. Josh?
Mm, hmm. Um. Was it 2-player?
No, it was not.
Okay.
Ned?
That's good.
Was this a first-party Nintendo title?
It was not a first-party Nintendo title.
That makes it a little bit harder.
Darman?
Is it Capcom?
Yes. It is a Capcom title.
That makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, we've narrowed it down to 6 games.
Anifix?
Does it involve a shooting mechanic of some kind? Is it
It certainly does.
okay?
Okay, we know which 6 it is. What question are we on?
That
No,
was,
no, you can't ask that.
Well, no, it's not one of the questions.
No,
Yeah.
it's your turn. It's not my turn.
That was question 10,
Oh.
so you're on
Oh,
question
okay.
11. So Josh.
No,
No, it's Josh's turn, not
Yeah.
Darman's turn.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was his turn.
No, he
No.
went already.
Yeah, you go after
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
Was it made after 1988?
No, it was not.
Okay,
Oh,
that narrows
nice.
it down.
Ned.
Okay. So 1988 or earlier.
I think that might narrow it down to 2
Hmm.
different ones. I'm thinking.
Was this the first entry in this series?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Darman. Do you want to just take the point?
Yeah,
It's
you got
Mega
it.
Man.
It's Mega Man. Yay. Josh
Wait,
gets a
I
point.
didn't agree to give him the point.
That's just how the that's how the game works. If you don't like it,
Though I was gonna,
start your own show.
though I would have asked, is like, does this game have horrible box art?
I mean,
That's man.
but how do you determine what is horrible box art?
If it's
Look
widely
at Mega Man.
yeah.
What if to me it was amazing?
No, to be fair, the North American box art was awful. The Japanese box art was kind of okay.
That's true. We'd have to ask that question. Anyway, so that was Mega Man. So Josh has a point. So Darman rather has a point. So the standings are: Jimmy has 2 points, Assad has 2 points, Ned has 2 points, Darman has 2 points, Nolan has 1 point, and I have 1 point for the one episode that no one got the.
What game did you
Question,
fool
right.
him with?
I don't think we played 20 questions that night. It
Oh.
was
Yeah, you
what
did.
did
That
we
night
play?
it was the box art and it was Halo Reach.
Oh yeah. I did
No, I guessed
did it.
that one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I got that one. That was one of my points.
Oh, which
The
one?
night was the Final Fantasy 4, and I said Final Fantasy 5.
That's right, and it was 20 questions.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. Because we
So,
got it down to it was what drove me nuts was that they got it down to where they knew it was a Super Nintendo game that had been ported to the Nintendo DS. And since it was specifically Super Nintendo, that meant that it could only be Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy IV, because Final Fantasy III was an NES game. So I'm like, okay, they've got it narrowed down to 2. Someone's gonna get it. And they already knew that it wasn't Chrono Trigger, and they didn't get it. And I was like, "Come on, guys!"
Yeah, well, one of them picked Air Guys, and that's basically a Final Fantasy fighting game on the PlayStation.
Yeah, that was.
I was like-
it was a mess.
Yeah.
But anyway, so thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for coming out. Before we go, I'm gonna let our panelists plug what they do. And we're going to start with our special guest, Josh. Where can we find you on the internet? What do you want people to know that you're doing so they can come visit?
Twitch.tv/AKA Caleb, CALEB. And that's where I race every Thursday night. It's pretty entertaining because nobody really knows how to race very well. So it's usually just a whole bunch of wrecking. So it's entertaining. So come check it out. And
Favorite kind of racing.
yep, and we follow the NASCAR series. I don't know how many people watch this that are into NASCAR, but
I like
whatever
watching circles.
whatever they race in real life is what we're racing that night. So, yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
That would be like if you were playing Madden and so you just played all the games that Sunday or whatever.
Yep.
Except it's NASCAR and there's only one game to pick from.
Yep. It's pretty fun.
Cool.
Now,
So,
have you ever done Daytona USA?
Yeah, we did. That's the very first race that you do. Like, instead of other sports with NASCAR, you start off with the Super Bowl,
Okay.
and it took 3 hours and 20 minutes.
okay, but now I
Wow.
want to know, Anifix, were you asking him if he played the game Daytona USA?
That's actually what I was going for.
Oh, the game on Sega Saturn?
yeah.
Yeah, I actually played the heck out of that game.
Daytona.
Yeah,
I
you're
remember.
talking about Daytona, the race. Oh, Daytona. Wow, you're
Still
taking me way
playing at
back.
an arcade.
Yeah, Daytona USA. That takes me way back.
Yeah.
So this game that you're playing, that's what is the game that you're playing?
Oh, so it's iRacing. It's a motorsport simulator. It's not like GT Sport or like other kind of console games.
Mhm.
This is a PC exclusive. It's the company used to be Papyrus, and when Papyrus went under, the guys came over and started this new company. And Papyrus made like the NASCAR games way back on the day in the PC games.
Holy
that's-
cow, these sponsors.
Those are the ones that are Papyrus is basically the guys everybody looked up to for NASCAR games because they've kind of been junk since. And so they made this new iRacing. iRacing has road racing, dirt racing, and oval racing. And it's all pure simulation, so it's about as close to real life as you can get. They go out and laser scan the tracks, and it's within like 10 millimeters of the actual track surface.
Oh wow.
And so there's real drivers on there racing, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart and stuff. You'll catch them on there every once in a while driving. And
So this is like the next level past playing Gran Turismo.
yeah, this is way past that. Like I'm sitting down in a $8,000 racing rig right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I'm looking at some of the videos now in the esports program. Holy wow. Do you compete?
I'm working my way up. So there's a safety rating involved to your with your account. And you have to maintain a certain amount of safety level, like not wrecking other people. It's a no fault system. So like if you rear end me or I rear end you, we both get knocked points. And so
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty harsh.
So that keeps people like me from getting on there and just driving backwards.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that's
And-
what I would do.
If you do that, you get banned. Like you'll get the ban hammer real fast.
Oh.
And so, yeah, I'm working on it. I'm going to be A licensed. The season just ended. We're on week 13, which is like the middle, like the in between before the next season starts. And so I'm going up to A class level. So I can't do it because it already started. But next year, I'll get a start Road to Pro. And so what that is you race in the trucks, and then the top 20 people move up to the next level, which is the Xfinity Series. And then the top 20 people in that move up to the Pro Series, and then you race in the Pro Series. So I'm trying to work my way up. So it's a lot of learning, and it's pretty intense. And most people I get on here to just test it out can't even get the car out of pit row. They just kind of spin it around, slam it to the wall. So
Wow.
it's not your normal game. It's a hobby because people complain about how expensive it is. Because like you pay a subscription fee, which is like $15 a month. And then every car that you want to drive, you have to pay $15 to buy the car, which you have it once you buy it. And then every track you have to pay $15 for. So
Wow.
it's not like you buy all the content. You like pick what you want to do. Like I do oval racing. So I bought the truck and both the cars, and then I bought the oval tracks. And so that's what I focus on. And I just actually last week I started running Indy cars to kind of do something in between, because the way that it works is all the races are scheduled. You don't just get with a bunch of people and race like most video games. You just get into a lobby and go. This, you have scheduled times that the races happen. So you have to like sign up for that scheduled time and you go race. So like each race is like an event basically. And so, yeah, it's pretty fun, but it's kind of it's definitely more of a hobby than a just like, oh, I'm going to go play some games. Like,
Yeah.
But people complain how expensive it is, but my other hobby, shooting, is way more expensive than this. So I'd rather do this and actually real race. Real racing's way too expensive. So this is the next best thing.
And if you crash, you could die. So
yeah, exactly. That's why I got these handy dandy seatbelts.
I saw that.
Awesome.
No, it's just funny. I just put them on there because I had them lying around. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna put them on my racing rig. Because people are like, are you wearing seatbelts? I'm like, yes.
Okay, so I'm just curious. If somebody like me wanted to go spend the $15, you know, for a month,
Yeah.
and then $15 on a track and $15 on a
Actually,
car,
You can
and
do-
I've got my Xbox controller. I have what I need to play this game.
So you can actually get a $5 subscription for 3 months to start off, and then there's a bunch of free content that comes with it, which is usually like rookie class stuff, and that's so you can figure out if this is something you actually want to do.
Yeah.
And
Really appreciate that as a business model.
yeah, and so there's the rookie level stuff has a bunch. It's a mess in there because you're going to get slammed into. It's a war of attrition of not getting wrecked into. But the running with the controller is probably not going to work out too well. You can do it, but it's kind of looked down on because it's not built around a controller. It's built around having pedals and a wheel, and so it's going to be really hard to compete because you don't have the fine motion as like I have this thing right here. Like this is my steering wheel, and hold on. So that's my steering wheel. Wait, there's my steering wheel. It's an actual NASCAR wheel. And like I have a dashboard under there, and like I have like real pedals that come out of a car,
That's
and like
pretty cool.
my shifter knob and my handbrake, and yeah. So it's you don't have to go this ridiculously crazy, and this is all mounted on an 80/20 aluminum rig. You don't have to go that crazy if you're going to be doing it, but it's kind of addictive if you get into it. And so then all your money ends up going into this, like any other hobby.
Yeah.
But you can there's guys on there that we call them aliens, and those are the guys that are just way faster than everybody else. They'll have like the $150 or $200 Logitech G27 wheel and stock pedals, and they'll be smoking everybody. So I mean, you can just buy a regular. I started off with a TS300, which is like the Thrustmaster wheel that goes to a PlayStation, and so just worked up from there. So, but yeah, if you want to try it, you can get on there on the website, and there's always like a cheap membership thing going for new members to see if you even want to do it. Because a lot of people don't realize, they think it's going to be like Gran Turismo, and then they get on there and they're like, what? They're like, why do I have to pay money for each car? Like, you think microtransactions, people complain about those in other games. This one's ridiculous. You're looking at like $3,000 if you bought everything. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
But I don't race those other things because it's taken me 6 months just to learn how to drive these cars. I don't need to add to that.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to just be competitive in oval racing. Turn left.
Yeah.
The last time I played a race, see, I don't like sim in my racing games so much. It's why I don't play Forza. And so I got excited about Forza Horizon because I was like, oh, it's like Burnout Paradise City, but it's Forza, and this will be really cool. So I downloaded the demo and I played through the first race, and then it's like, oh, okay, here's your garage. What engine do you want to go? And I went, delete this off my hard drive. I don't even care. This is not what. And like I'm the kind of guy who, when they started introducing customizations into your cart in Mario Kart, I got angry.
Yeah,
so I'm like, no, Wario should just be Wario, and Toad should be Toad, and there shouldn't be any of this in between nonsense.
See, in the top levels of iRacing, they have crew chiefs that set their cars up for them, the drivers.
Okay, see there, if I could pay someone to do it for me.
And like, you pay somebody to be your spotter, like they have real life spotters. It gets ridiculous at the top level.
Crazy.
Because like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
it's fun though.
Well, maybe we
waiting
should
for the simulation tie-in that you guys get actual drone cars.
That would be right. See, that's what I thought. Once people start complaining about all these, like, it's too dangerous. Just put them in RC cars and have a bunch of people in pits driving,
Heck
Oh man, they get cutthroat there.
right?
We'll have
joke.
to. I do a show on this channel, Across the Forge, where I just interview someone that I find interesting. I'll have to have you on it one day because
Yeah,
it'd be cool to talk about that and about your affinity for firearms.
yep.
It's really
That's what I
interesting.
do. I'm a firearms instructor for a job, so
Yep.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
So if
All right,
if you're ever wondering what you're doing with your life, just remember Josh doesn't have full use of his body, and he's a firearms instructor, and he races NASCAR.
yeah,
So,
pretty much.
get over yourself.
Yeah. What's your excuse?
Right. All right. Let's move down the line so we can get out of here because it's getting late. Ned, what you got going on?
Well, of course, you can still find me on the CFG Twitch channel on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. playing Fallout 4, and occasionally joining some of the other streamers playing other stuff. You'll see me on occasion with Jimmy and Jason playing World of Warships, working on grinding my American Cruiser line. And you'll generally see me around the Discord and on the Facebook. So
On
Just
the
keep your eye out.
Facebooks and the
Is-
YouTubes.
Is World of Warships like World of Tanks but with ships?
Yes,
Yep.
that is exactly what it is.
I think it's the
That's
same,
in a
it.
lot of
Yeah,
ways,
same
yes.
company.
Same
Yeah.
company.
same company and everything. Yeah.
In a
Okay.
lot of ways, yes. There are things I like better about World of Warships over World of Tanks. Mainly the World of Warships does not have the premium ammo problem that World
Okay.
of Tanks does.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
it
sounds
came out-
awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the guys here get really, really into it.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Is it the same model though, where you kind of like work up the way through the tiers of ships?
Yeah,
Yep.
there is a
Yeah.
tech
Okay.
tree. And if you're interested in joining us in the CFG clan, I can send you an invite that'll get you a free premium ship after your first battle.
Yeah, I'll hit you up after this. That sounds fun.
Cool.
Cool beans. Darman, what's new? What's going on? What do you got coming up?
Monday. That's about it. Mondays.
What are you playing? You still going through that Borderlands game?
We are playing through Borderlands up until we get Borderlands 3, at which point I will drop the pre-sequel if we're not done with it, and I will play the crap out of Borderlands 3.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming Ned's just going to play Fallout 4 until 76 comes out.
Mostly.
Indeed. The what did I call it? Oh no, what did I saw? I saw a meme today. It was it's supposed to be, it was the steps of Fallout 76, and you're going through it, and there's the nuclear fallout, and you get down into the fallout shelter, and of course you discover that it's a crazy experiment, and they sit you down in front of a game and it makes you play Skyrim. I was like, yes.
The madman.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
Ron
Ron Howard went and did it.
All right, I got to get off.
okay, bye, Darman.
Later.
All right.
There's
And-
worse ways
Have
to
a good
spend
one.
the apocalypse.
I mean, I suppose so. You could be playing. I don't know. I was gonna come up with something and be like,
600.
Pitfall forever.
"Yep." All right, Anifix, where can we find you?
Well, you can also find me on Mondays. Well, my disembodied voice coming out of Darman's stream, playing pre-sequel alongside him. And you'll find me here on this podcast, and you'll just find me in various spots around this community. That's what I do.
Cool beans. And you can find me, of course, right here hosting the CFG podcast we record on Monday and Thursday nights. And you can find the videos of those spread out across the week and the audio only version over on our Patreon page, which I mentioned earlier. You can also find me hosting the Twitch stream every single Friday night. We have community game nights. We played Mario Kart 8 this past Friday night. It was a lot of fun. This Friday, we're playing Jackbox Party Pack. That is relaunching every second and fourth Friday of the month is Jackbox Party Pack night. I haven't decided what we're playing a week from this coming Friday, but when I figure that out, I'll put that up on the Facebook page. It'll be a multiplayer game, and it'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget to check us out on all the different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, Twitch. If you just type in the platform name and .com/CrossForge Gaming, you'll find us, except over on Twitter where it's CrossForge Games because somebody had CrossForge Gaming already. I don't even know if they use it. That's the sad thing, is like they don't do anything with it. They just own it. I should message the guy and be like, hey, you're not doing anything with this. Why don't you give it to us? And he'll be like, you can have it for $1 million. And I'll be like, no, it's all right.
If he even gets on to check the message.
If he even, that's true. He missed out on that. Anyway, from all of us here at CrossForge Gaming, thank you for joining us. And please make sure you check out Josh's streams over on his Twitch channel and do the racing stuff. And we'll try and do some more stuff with him because he's a cool guy. So thank you very much. We love you guys, and we'll see you later.
Farewell.
For John.